Today on Zoom.
On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, and the middle cannon's in the lead.
This is my invention, the tennis ball pickle upper. Now I'm going to show you how it works. Abba squad is of it.
Come on,
Jessica's in the lead, but not by much.
Just relax.
Out and up. Put cinnamon into the melted butter. Put too much cinnamon.
Funding for Zoom
Is provided by
the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future, and
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
and by
contributions to your PBS station.
from viewers like you.
Thanks! Woohoo! Come on, Bobby.
I'm Ray.
I'm Caroline.
Hey, I'm Claudio.
I'm Elisa. I'm Jessie.
I'm Kenny. I'm Zoe.
We're all plugged into one world now. So let's talk. We want to hear from you.
Come on, give it a try.
And if you like what you see, turn off your TV and do it. Zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom on, zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom on, zoom.
This tennis ball relay race was sent to us by Justin S. of Paragould, Arkansas. Okay, guys, this is how you play. You have to balance a tennis ball on a spoon while running. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Yeah.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Come on, Jessica, you can do it.
Reagan, Jessica, Reagan's trying to send it. Jessica's in the lead, but not by much. And Caroline and Claudio are tied right. Claudio's taking a big lead.
You okay? You're almost there.
Claudio's got a big lead. Come on, Caroline. And Claudio wins.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Really good. Yeah.
That was a great race, guys. But now, for an added challenge, we're going to try to balance a button on top of the tennis ball. And a button.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, we can still do this.
Button for you.
Thank you.
And button for you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, you ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. And Claudio is in the lead, and he's taking a big... Caroline just dropped it, and so did Claudio.
It's okay.
And Claudio... Oh, they're tied right now. They're tied. They're tied. Oh, and Claudio just dropped his. And Caroline is taking a lead. And Caroline just dropped it. And Claudio is walking.
Oh, Claudio.
And Caroline says... Caroline just dropped both things now.
I have like a foot more to go.
And
You can do it.
Claudio is handing off to Ray.
You can go, Ray.
And Jessica is taking... And Jessica is taking the lead.
It's okay. You can do it. Just go slow.
And Ray, they both just dropped their buttons.
Go, Ray. Come on, Ray. You can do it.
Now they're tied. Now they're tied. Now they're tied. This is a good race. Oh.
Good job. Come on. I just have two more.
Oh, no. And they're tied right now in the same spot. And Ray and Claudio win again. Ray and Claudio win again. Good game, guys.
Good job, you guys.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What do you think was the first word ever spoken?
I think the first word ever spoken was I.
Dada.
Booga.
Mine.
Rock. I think the first word ever spoken would be hi or something like that.
Ugh. No.
Baba. Family.
Hello. I think the first word ever spoken was yes because they were trying to communicate.
I think the first word ever spoken
was no. Because someone did something wrong.
Damn.
Daddy. I think the first word was I.
I think the first word was probably no.
The first word ever said was duh.
Welcome to Cafe Zoom. Today I'm going to mix different ingredients with melted butter to make really funky popcorn. Our first recipe was sent in by Steve M. of Clark, New Jersey. It's called taco popcorn. Melt a half a stick of butter in the microwave for about 45 seconds. Make sure you use a microwave-safe bowl because you can't have metal in the microwave. So you pour your butter on top of the popcorn. Sizzles. And then you want to mix it around. And you kind of want to be careful because popcorn could go all over the place. Okay. Then you take some taco seasoning and you sprinkle it on the top. You can use just a little bit of taco seasoning if you don't want it to be too spicy, and a lot if you want it to be really spicy. I don't really like spicy foods that much, so I'll just put a little. I like... Okay. Kind of... I don't really eat tacos that much, but as far as I know, it kind of tastes like taco. I like it. Our next recipe was sent in by Lauren E. of Richardson, Texas. She calls it sugar and spice popcorn. Take your popcorn and your melted butter and you put a little sugar and cinnamon into the melted butter. You want to put a little more sugar than you do cinnamon. Cinnamon. Whoa. Put too much cinnamon. Then you mix it around until the sugar dissolves a little. Okay. And you pour it on top of the popcorn stuff. Uh-oh. I didn't mix too well. That's okay. And you stir it up. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh, I like that. It's very sugary. I like sugar. Our last recipe was sent in by Kathleen S. of Concord, Massachusetts. It's called maple popcorn. Mix maple syrup and melted butter together. Put the maple syrup in. Uh-oh. Like that. Stir it around. I like maple syrup too. You pour it on top of the popcorn and mix it around, of course. Okay. I like this one a lot. It tastes like caramel popcorn. And now you're all set for a night at the movies.
Hi, my name is Lang Chang, and this is my brother Corn.
Hi.
This is my invention, the tennis ball pickle-upper. And I'm going to show you how it works. But first, we're going to play a little tennis. The way my invention, the tennis ball pickle-upper, works is hold the tennis ball pickle-upper above the tennis balls, then push down on it and it sticks to the Velcro inside. Come over to my house and I'll show you how to make a tennis ball pickle-upper. This is what you need to make a tennis ball pickle-upper. A ball container, some Velcro, and some scissors. You need to take the end of the container off Make sure a grown-up does that because it could be really dangerous. Then you measure it about halfway around the tube and then cut. Then do the same for another 2 pieces. Then you put the Velcro on the container. And do it in the middle, then the end again, like that. Now comes the hard part. Put the Velcro in the tube, measure it, then take it out and cut it. Put the Velcro in, then you're going to have to pull the paper through so that you could stick it on. And do that on the other side of the tube. These 3 strips strap the tube to the tennis racket, just like that. Now let's try it out. Yay, it worked!
Aber jebel abend Baba stubborn. Wabits kabik of in jebel sabo labong.
Yabu kabent rabashaba, Rabu labiyabent aber tabist.
Lobok. Abai babin habir faber abba bubbers. Abai rabi labi nabi tabu gobo.
Aber squabazabit.
Tabet tabet. Abai abim. Labi labi.
Wabit. The faber nabo tabachabins. Aber. Wabalaba. Papa Fabik Seven.
Here's a poem by Kirst F. of Lincoln, Nebraska. Kendra's Bike. Kendra built a bicycle that had everything you'd need. It had an automatic dresser and a big screen TV. It had 57 waiters and 65 maids, 92 gorillas, and 13 parades. The only thing not practical about this machine, there were no pedals or not even an automatic seat.
Cincinnati Jones by kids at Westward Junior High, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Just when I thought I'd made it out of the temple alive, I started to get chased by this pile of mud. I never liked the desert sun. Always wanted to visit the Great Colosseum. Oh well, have to keep moving. Ah, our nation's capital. The Eiffel Tower, so beautiful. Whoa! Wish I could stay longer. Is it just me? Or is there a wall blocking my... Oh, this could be painful. Don't look, kids. It gets messy from here. Sir? Hello, sir. You dropped your wallet.
Josh and Ben B. of Citrus Heights, California says these Fanny Doolies.
Fanny Dooley likes waffles, but doesn't like pancakes. Why do you think that is?
Fanny Dooley likes boots, but doesn't like shoes. Why do you think that is?
Fanny Dooley likes kisses, but doesn't like hugs. Why do you think that is?
Zoom, check.
Zoom, check.
Zoom.
Check. Kayla M. of South Yarmouth, Massachusetts, wrote to tell us about the time that she was given $9 to buy a CD that she was really excited about. But instead of buying the CD, she decided to give the money to a charity to help buy presents for other kids. Isn't that nice?
That was freaking nice.
Yeah. I did like a similar thing once. When I saved up all my money and I was deciding what to do with it, I saw like I guess it was like a commercial, and it was like like showing all these poor kids in those different countries. Like it just like all of a sudden hit me. I mean, like imagine just living like that with no food, like hardly any food, and like you're all cold, I guess. I don't know. It just seemed really bad. So I went to my local church and I put in, like they have this box which they send to those countries, and I put my money in there.
Oh, that's really nice. One time I went to a nursing home and I like danced and we made crafts, and I thought that was really nice because all the people like felt that they were, you know, loved.
There was this workshop, and we built a bench for the nursing home because they had these. Well, it was a bench and then a coffee table because they had crates for the so they can drink their coffee. So we built and then we painted it and all.
That's nice.
Well, speaking of nursing homes, every other Tuesday I have a half day, and my drama program has another program called the Outreach Program, where it goes like to other people. And we went to like a nursing home, and we spent our time there, like our half day. You know, because half days we usually get out early, but we spent our time and went there and made the people happy, and they always loved to see us. It was really fun.
That's really nice. It's
We
nice
also-
to make people feel happy. It makes you feel happy.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was on a bus and there was a kid sitting there, and he was sitting all alone. He was crying, and I felt really bad, and I had no clue who he was, but I went up to him and I put my hand on his shoulder and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he was like, and I was like, "Do you need anything?" He was like, I was like, "Well, if you have anything to say, you can just come up to me anytime and tell me." He goes, "Okay," and he got all happy.
It's so nice.
Sometimes when you do stuff that makes people happy, it just feels good inside you. You just feel like you've done something out of ordinary.
You feel like generous and nice and
It just makes you feel
good.
better about yourself.
and really good.
Here's a zinger from Maeve and Marion of Shrewsbury, New Jersey. Okay, Lisa, this is how this works. First, make a fist with the hand that you don't write with. Then, move your index finger out, in, up, in, and keep doing this. Then with the other hand that you write with, write your name. Okay. And see what happens. Gotta keep moving your finger.
That's hard.
I'm gonna try it now.
Okay.
Let's see.
Out and up.
Back. I can only do one or the other. Okay.
It's like you can't control yourself.
How was that?
Whoa.
Yay! It looks a little bit
That was
nasty.
so cool.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to do
again.
it.
Let's see how fast I can do it.
I can't do it fast because I can't continue this motion.
Zoom do.
Okay, on your mark. Get set. Go.
Go.
Woohoo!
Oh, look
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Sarah G. of St. Louis, Missouri, sent us instructions to make this really cool can car. Here's what you'll need. A coffee can, 2 coffee can lids, rubber bands, masking tape, a bead, pencil, paper clips, and liquid soap. The first thing you need to do is take your coffee can and cut off both ends so you can stick your arm through. But be sure you ask an adult for help because the edge might be sharp. Okay?
Okay. Then you punch a hole through both the coffee can lids large enough so that a rubber band can fit through. Okay.
Okay.
Should be it.
Then you take one of your lids and a rubber band. I think I'll take this rubber band and just stick the rubber band through the hole, like this. And then you take a paper clip and you sort of wrap it around the paper clip like this. It's kind of hard. Just wrap it around twice. Okay. So it looks like this. Okay? Then take a piece of tape and just secure it in its place by putting it over the paper clip. Okay? No.
Then what you would do is you would put the lid on. Tight. Take your rubber band and this is hard.
Here.
Oh. Okay. Then you would take your beads and it's hard. Can you hold it?
Yep.
Okay. Then you take your beads, you put it through, so you put it through the rubber band so that the
wait.
bead is on the outside of the rubber band.
Hold that. It's really hard, so I think we'll just like take a paper clip and unfold it like this. I got one. This is fine. And kind of like stick it through. Done. Okay, put the rubber band on top of the paper clip and pull it through. After you put your beads through, take your pencil and slip it in the loop. So it looks like this.
What? You're not done yet.
Nope. Then you take some liquid soap and just put some on the edge and kind of spread it around the end. This is so when the pencil is spinning, it cuts down friction and it makes the pencil turn faster. It's okay, just like kind of here. Okay. This aside. All right, now you wind. You want to keep winding it until.
But don't wind it too much because the rubber band might snap. I think that's about enough.
Okay.
I have the first can.
And I've got the one we just built.
Okay. On your mark.
Get set.
Go! Yes! Yeah!
Good job. Good job.
You too?
Thanks. What do you think we can do to make it go faster?
Maybe we can change one variable.
Like,
Well, maybe using a bigger sized can.
yeah, because then it'd go faster.
Yeah. And you know how it takes turns?
Mhm.
It'll take a bigger turn and it'll go faster and even farther.
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, let's go build it.
Linda G. of Franklin, Massachusetts, nominated Timothy and Brian G. for today's Zumba Cum Laude. On their walk to school, Timothy and Brian noticed a lot of trash. Instead of just looking at it every day, they decided to clean it up. They hope that more kids do the same to keep our environment clean. Excellent job, Timothy and Brian. You'll be receiving your Zumba Cum Laude certificate in the mail.
Here's the first can. Here's the second can.
And here's Big Billy Bubba, the big can.
Okay. You ready? On your mark.
Get set, go! Oh, and the middle can is in the lead. The middle
The little can was fast. I think the big can was slower than all of them.
Yeah.
Now it's time for you to experiment. Think of a question that you want answered. Like, what would happen with a different size rubber band? Test it out. Be sure to write down what you thought was going to happen and what actually happened. And when you're done, send your reports to Zoom. The Red Bench by Hannah M. of Cypress, California. What you doing?
Sitting on a red bench.
Can I join?
Sure.
What you doing?
Sitting on a red bench.
Can I join?
Sure.
What you doing?
Sitting on a red bench.
Can I join?
Sure.
What you doing?
Sitting on a red bench.
Can we join you?
Sure.
What you doing?
Sitting on a red bench.
You mean the one my dad moved over there?
Huh? Oh!
Check it out. Check it out. We can't do it on our own.
We need you to make it known that everything you see right here can only be on Zoom because of every one of you.
Who?
You.
Feed us.
A recipe.
Teach us.
Biology. Tell us a joke. Shows a trick, a riddle, or some poetry.
So if you want to see it coming out of your TV,
Type it up, write it down, and ship it off to Zoom.
How?
Email. Send it to Zoom.
on email.
Cause you called it Zoom. If you got a video, give it up. We'll put it on the show. A super zinger Z-O-O-M Zoom. It's you we'll be seeing up on the screen. Write your name and your address. And do what? Take a wild guess.
Email.
Send it off to Zoom.
On email. You called it too. Email.
Send it to Zoom.
To whom? www.pbs.org.
Email. You know to whom?
To Zoom.
Z-O-O-M Box 350.
Boston, Mass.
02134.
Send it to Zoom.
All submissions become the property of Zoom
And will be eligible for inclusion in all Zoom media. This means that we can share your ideas
With other Zoomers on TV.
The web and print materials.
and in other Zoom ways. So, send it to Zoom.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you? The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was when I called a stranger my mom. Zoops!
The most embarrassing thing that happened to me was my next door neighbor is my friend, and when I went over to his house, he had the music on. And so we started dancing, and when I hit a split, my pants ripped.
Funding for Zoom is provided by the National Science Foundation,
America's investment in the future. And
the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by
contributions to your PBS station.
from viewers like you.
Thanks!
A production of WGBH Boston.